Alright. Yeah. I know I'm still doing Tree of Tranquility. However, oh no, wrong. I pressed the wrong thing. We need to start a new game. I know I still need to work on Tree of... I know I'm still doing Tree of Tranquility. But I wanted to go ahead and get an episode of this game out, because I'm planning on starting a fan fiction based on this game, but with some of my own content. And, me and Green Ethan read each other's fan fictions. So I wanted to go ahead and do the first episode of this game, so he can have an idea of, like, the premise, the objective, that good stuff. And yeah, he's doing his own book, but on Origami King. And I've been itching, and I've been inspired to do something similar to him, but with one of my favorite games of all time, which is Harvest Moon Animal Parade. Now, you're gonna notice that a lot of characters are the same, but some are very different. Like Finn, for example, he's not in... Sorry. He's not in Tree of Tranquility. He's in this game instead. And you know how in Tree of Tranquility we had to restore rainbows? Well, in this game, we have to ring bells. And we don't have to... yeah, we technically need items for it, but, it's different. We don't take them to the Harvest Brights. We'll take them to, some other character in the game. But yeah, each bell has its own quest. I'll talk more about it later, but right now, yes, Finn comes following us, and, he tells us that we need to see the Harvest Goddess. And yeah, it never really tells us why we decide to start a farm in this game. But I have a reason, or a backstory planned for my fan fiction. And that's gonna just be because there's a shortage of, farm and animal products. And how my self-insert just wants to start anew and move somewhere more, I guess you can, with more excitement and, thrill. It's hard to explain, but, it's easier for me to, write it out. I'm Kane, the owner of Horn Ranch. Nice to meet you. Yep. Kane was in Tree of Tranquility, but instead of Horn Ranch, his ranch was called Brownie Ranch. Souffle Farm, that's Craig and Ruth. It's only a little longer to your house. Would you mind if I asked a few questions about yourself until we get there? Alright. It's just that it's so unusual for young people to want to start up a ranch these days. Well, let me start with this. What's your favorite food? Okay, so I don't like vegetables and fruit. I don't like fish. I don't like cheese, but I do like eggs, so I'm going to choose that one. not sure if this is necessarily always true, but your favorite food will depend on what you get for your birthday in this game. Alright, I was born in the spring. And I'm gonna say late spring. Because, you know, people consider June 9th a summer birthday. But technically, according to the calendar, it's like a late spring birthday. And yeah, the calendar is like the one in Tree of Tranquility. Just like most Harvest Moon games. Instead of months, like there's just like 28 to 30 days in each season. Sometimes it's 28, sometimes it's 30. Anyway, like I was saying, there aren't a lot of ranchers now. I hope that you'll be able to invigorate the town. Yeah. Nature has gone to shit. Oh, and yeah, like, you'll notice that the setting is very different from Tree of Tranquility. Oh, okay, it was lagging for some reason. Huh. Remember that we have to see the Harvest Goddess as soon as we get there. Huh. It's lagging. Oh, hopefully it doesn't... Okay. I was worried it would, like, it was gonna crash or something. And yeah, the place is beat up. But the good news is we do get our own barn or barn and coop. In Tree of Tranquility, we have to buy it. Yep. And that is Mayor Hamilton. Yup. In Tree of Tranquility, the main town was called Waffle Island, but in this game it's called Harmonica Town. You know, names of things are based on, like, musical terms and, like, instruments. And in Tree of Tranquility, it was desserts. Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't meet Gil as early as we do in Tree of Tranquility. In Tree of Tranquility, he's available at the start. In this game, we have to ring both the blue bell and the green bell, because we have to ring the blue bell before we ring the green bell in this. And we actually meet him in, like, after we ring the blue bell, but he doesn't actually appear into town after we ring the green bell. But that's actually something I'm gonna change in my book. Cause he doesn't really, it's never really, like, mentioned, like, that he goes out of town. It just says, it simply says that he's, like, investigating missing bells, so I always thought it was bizarre that he just popped into existence after you ring the blue and green bells. Well, we do have to pay 5,000 G, but... Well, we don't even necessarily have to, but we do have to pay it and if you want to start buying land. If you want, you can just go through the game without buying it. Yep. It's still lagging. Ah, yep, no due date. So yeah, when I do my fanfiction, Gil will actually appear way earlier on. However, I'm gonna have all the rivals get together now, and now when I do my Let's Play, I'm still deciding between the wizard and or just marrying Gil again. Because on one hand, the wizard, like, you know, he doesn't have a rival in this game. So you can marry him without missing out on any of the rival events and the rival children. But on the other hand, Gil's my favorite bachelor in this game and in Animal, or yeah, in this game and in / Tree of Tranquility. So I'm torn between those two. But when I do my fan fiction on Wattpad and maybe later on Archive of Our Own, I have other plans. All the rivals will end up together. The witch and the wizard will even end up together. Which we'll meet them later on. Yeah, we can't go to the Garmin Mines right now because there's a bridge and it's like broken. I'm gonna go with Utopia again. I like naming my ranches and towns and whatnot Utopia. Alright. Utopia Ranch? Yep. Yep. We can find the Harvest Goddess in the Garmin Mine area. The path to the northwest should lead us there. Yeah. Finn, like, just badgers us to go to the Garmin Mines, but we can't go there right now, so technically we actually have to go to Harmonica Town first. Now, Flute Fields, that can wait. You'll see, but we'll have to go there anyway after talking to Bo, but that will not be until after Mayor Hamilton gives us his toolbox. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. This is lagging. It says 30 frames per second, but for me it's more like 0.30 frame per second. Or 0.3, I don't know. Or 1 frame per second. Okay, basic controls, titles, ring menu, hoe, watering can. Oh my god, alright. Jesus Christ. Alright, we'll go ahead and save. But yep, as you can see, we have to ring bells. Alright, let me try to log in and log out. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. Tree of Tranquility is a more powerful game than... I mean, not... Animal Parade is a more powerful game than Tree of Tranquility. Oh, wrong game. Alright, this game. But when I play on my... When I play without recording, it runs just fine. I don't know. Hopefully, logging in and coming back resolves the issue. Alright. It was the introductory, so yeah, of course things are going to be a little crazy. Okay, so far so good. It's running a lot better. But yeah, I'll show you. But yeah, this is the Garmin Mine District. As you can see, the bridge is broken. And yeah, this is Bo. You might recognize him from Tree of Tranquility. Yep. And the Harvest Goddess will explain when we get to that point, but the bells are actually based on the elements. Well, except for the purple bell. But the red bell is the bell of fire. The yellow bell is the bell of, like, earth. The blue bell is the bell of water. And the green bell is the bell of wind. The purple bell is the bell of heart. So it's basically an extra bell. Since it's not, like, associated with nature or, like, the elements, but rather, like, I guess, society or the people, the townspeople. Huh. Yeah. For some reason, I thought we'd get an axe from Luke. Oh well. I'm happy. I asked Mayor Hamilton to bring my toolbox. Without my toolbox, I can't do my work. Why would Hamilton even have his toolbox? Alright, axe. But yeah, we have to go and meet everyone in Harmonica Town. Then Mayor Hamilton will give us Bo's toolbox. Then he'll ask us to bring him a strawberry and some milk. Then he'll fix the bridge, but it'll take until the next day until we can actually cross it. But yeah, I already told you during last night, but I'm gonna go ahead and premiere this tonight, and then I'll go back to premiering Tree of Tranquility for a while. I just wanted to go ahead and do the first episode of this, because I want you to have an idea of the premise of the game before I start the story. I want you to have an idea of the start of the game so you'll understand the story. Although the story will have my own elements and content, but still. Yep, this is the town hall. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we can't buy land plots until we pay the 5,000 G. Okay. But yeah, I do apologize if it causes confusion that I'm premiering things like out of the order I'm recording them in, but yeah. And plus I'm ahead on doing premieres and behind on recordings. Alright, so this is Simon. He was in Tree of Tranquility, but he has a different role in this game. In Tree of Tranquility, he ran the general store, but now just his wife, Barbara, runs the general store. And he actually runs a photography shop. The bad news is that we can't use it. It's kind of useless because it doesn't work on the emulator, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. Thank you, Simon. You can take portraits here too, so come again. Yeah, unfortunately, those don't work either. It just gives you like a black portrait. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Alright, hold on. Alright. I don't know how to zoom out in this game. Zoom in or out. Alright. Yeah, I still need to refresh my memory on the controls, but... Alright, let's just take a picture of this. Okay, you press the Q. Okay, yeah, see, it just gives you a black portrait. So, I'm just gonna put my camera away, because it is unfortunately useless on the emulator. And then, like, you press the 1 button and then you can talk to Finn. The tutorials are kind of useless because it just tells you the controls on, like, the actual controller, which we're using a mouse and keyboard, so. Yeah. Yeah, and he'll tell you what we need to do next, or currently, and it's to greet everyone in Harmonica Town. Yep, sounds about right. That's what Hamilton told us to do. Now, Candace and Shelly are available at the start, unlike Tree of Tranquility, but Luna, we have to ring the blue bell in order for her to come back. Because I think she gets stuck overseas, like, because, you know, I think she goes to school to study, like fashion or something, but she can't come back because she would have to travel overseas, like I said, and she can't do that with the way the water is right now. They are open. I don't know why they tell you they're not. It's just their selection will be very limited for the beginning of the game. Yep, she has her studies. Yeah, the bar in this game doesn't open until 4, but luckily we can meet Kathy outside the bar, so we don't have to wait. Yep, the Tree of Tranquility has the Mother Tree, Animal Parade has the Goddess Tree. Yep. And yeah, like, and you know, their businesses are not doing too well because, you know, we need to oversee transportation to, like, get things from point A to point B, but we don't have it without. If the water is violent or in, like, a bad condition. Yep. And in the Tree of Tranquility, it was on the hook. In this game, it's the just the fishery. Oh, that's why the lighthouse went out. So no, that's why no ships can come in. I see. But yeah, but the water itself isn't doing too well either, because the fishing, as Toby will say when we meet him, he says that the fishing isn't too good. Yeah, we'll meet them too. But right now it's best that we prioritize the Harmonica Town area. Thank you, Ozzy. He does give us a couple of fish that we can sell. 3 char. We'll get it fixed. Don't worry. It's just gonna take some time. Yeah, they run the Ocarina Inn. In Tree of Tranquility, it was the Sunday Inn. In this game, it's the Ocarina Inn. Or Ocarina. But I think I'm used to pronouncing it Ocarina. Because, you know, people say Ocarina of Time when they talk about Zelda. So, yeah. I'm used to the long O sound. Yeah, now the protagonist will not appear in the story. Because I'm gonna pretty much be the protagonist in the story. In the fanfiction I post eventually. Yep, and we are gonna go there soon. Thank you. Yeah, Yolan was trying to teach Maya how to cook. Huh. And yep, that's the fire. The, the fire's been is weak too, so it's hard to cook anything. Yeah, I feel like different villagers have or different characters have a certain element that affects them more than others. Like for Yolanda, it's the red bell because she needs fire to cook. For Ozzy, it's the blue bell because he needs the lighthouse to get fixed so ships can come in and he can get more fish in stock. Also for Kathy and Hayden, it's the blue bell so they can get more items in stock. Yep, and I will see to it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm excited to start focusing on that story. I've already started writing a little bit of it, and I have a lot of ideas for it. I could also do one on other Harvest Moon games, but this game is goated, so I'd rather just do one on this game and on this particular Harvest Moon game. Plus, I do have other stories that I still want to write. I just feel more motivated to start this Harvest Moon Animal Parade based one. Plus, we still have that story trade, but I know you want to at least focus on the yellow streamer arc of yours first. So while you're doing that, I'll start focusing on my own fan fiction with my own twists. Ugh. Yep. Yeah, not good. Yeah. Dr. Jin, it also takes time to meet him in this version, in this game. When we ring the blue bell, he should come back. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that I'm not gonna bring into my story until after a certain point, but Gil, I do want to go ahead and bring him in because we like it never really explains why he's gone. If anything, he stated he was investigating the Vel locations, so it feels kind of weird to just not bring him in. Plus, he's one of my favorite. He's my favorite character in this game, so I think it makes sense to make a little change. Now, for characters that have studies or actual exclamations of them being out of town, I'll wait until to bring them in because it will be fun seeing more characters come in and the town, the whole Castanet area grow. But oh yeah, we actually get chased at the start in this game. He's probably my other favorite bachelor besides Gil. Gil is number 1 and Chase is number 2. Yeah, see, for Chase, it's mainly the red bell that he's worried about because, he needs, the cooking fire to cook. But yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this whole place, the farmland, Garmin Mines, Harmonica Town, and Flute Fields, it is collectively known as Castanet. So when I name my book Castanet, Life in Castanet, you know why now. Yeah, Perry. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Perry, he's in Tree of Tranquility as well, but he hasn't moved back yet. In Tree of Tranquility, he's not actually a priest. He's actually a medical assistant or something along those lines. But in this game, he's a priest. You can't marry Perry or Mira. They're not marriage candidates in this game or in Tree of Tranquility, but I plan to have them eventually get together in my fanfiction. But yeah, Mira lost her husband a year ago from the start of the game. Yeah. When I start that fan fiction, I do want to make the characters more in depth and fleshed out. Yep, once we get Garmin 9 fixed, I am gonna talk to her. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, Finn will let you know if you've met everyone. Let's go back and see Mayor Hamilton. And yeah, he'll give us Bo's toolbox, then we have to take it back to him. Yep, there's a school. Hopefully we can get some school cutscenes. Once we have enough rival kids and we have our kids. Yep. Yes, thank you. Bo will need this to do it. Alright. Alright. Yeah, he's hungry. It's fine. I've been doing so many repairs, I haven't had time to eat much. Yep, and he'll ask for milk and a strawberry. So now we go to Flute Fields. And we buy that for him. I'm also going to buy some seeds too. Oh yeah, and oh yeah. We have trees. I'm probably gonna cut them because I want to just use this for actual crops, and then I think we can buy like another plot of land. Hopefully, when we can buy this, yeah, once we purchase the 5,000, or not purchase, but pay the 5,000 bills we need to. Oh, nice. We have some free turnip seeds. All right, I'll water them after I come back. I don't want to worry about getting there when it's too late. And yeah, I'll go to Horn Ranch first. That way I'll know the money I have left. Or not Horn Ranch, Marimba Farm. No, Horn Ranch. What am I saying? That way, when I do go to Marimba Farm and buy the strawberry after buying the milk, I'll know how much money I have left over for. That I can buy some extra seeds. Yep. Yeah, the animals are even tired. Alright. Hopefully. Okay, good. We still have some time. Hopefully the Marimba farm doesn't close until like 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever. But yeah, it's in military time. So 18 o'clock means like 6 p.m. Yeah. For the Horn Ranch, it's the green bell that they need to ring. Yep, it's hard to make animal feed. Okay, decent milk. We can just buy decent. Yeah, because they don't really have much going on when we first get here. As we ring bells and, ship more stuff and get more money, the store, everything, all the businesses will start doing, like, a lot better. Yep. And for Marimba Farm, it's the... Okay, good. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, that was my dad. He was telling us that he was going to bed and playing some games for the night. But yeah, for Marimba Farm, it's the yellow bell that they need to ring, cause yeah, it's the soil. It's what helps the soil and the crops. He can't. The soil is crap. Don't worry, Craig. She hasn't abandoned us. Yeah, she'll come back when we ring the yellow bell. Though if you ring the yellow bell too soon, I don't think she comes back until like summer. Oh yeah, and he gives us some seeds. Awesome. Awesome possum. Alright, yeah, we do get kicked out, but we can go back in, don't worry. Alright. Decent strawberry. We'll buy some lettuce seeds later. We'll buy... Yeah, that way we spend all our money. Alright. Oh well, we'll get it back. Okay, good. We still have ample space in our rucksack. So we'll take this back to Bo. Well, if he's still here. Come on, Bo. Don't fail me. Okay, good. And then we do have to wait until the next day. Then we should be able to go past this bridge. Alright, sounds good. Right now we're just going to finish off by planting some seeds. Then we will end it off. Alright, we got more money. Nice. Yeah, sometimes if you till in this game, you do get money. You also do it in Tree of Tranquility, but it's like a lot more rare. I've never got that in Tree of Tranquility. Well, not in my Let's Play, but in like, you know, in general I have here and there, but not yet in the Let's Play. Oh crap. I might have to take back the cookie. Because I can't use the hot spring in this game until we ring the red bell. Because that cools it down, because it's, you know, it's the bell of fire. Yeah. I was gonna sell it. Just sell it for some extra cash, but we need it. I don't want to... Actually, you know what? Alright. Hold on. Yeah. I don't want to take any chances. We still have 4 more and only a little bit of stamina. Alright. Alright. But we'll ship the turnips and the chars. Okay, I'm not gonna need my camera, so I'm just gonna put it away. Alright, I think I'm going to end it off right there, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.